Learning a language requires interesting lessons such as grammar. Just like playing a sport wherein players must abide rules or else face consequences, in English, writers or speakers also need to gain an understanding of grammar. It is considered as a foundation of learning the language because it has an opportunity to introduce directly the structures of the dialect. A person cannot learn a language without knowing first its grammar. As a matter of fact, this course actually offers for all of those second language learners like me to learn the critical concepts in accordance with the standardized grammar teaching. I have ascertained the compelling truths behind the literacy of grammar and the success of gaining knowledge in English language. Particularly, it solely focuses on the development of the learners to have an ability to acquire and use which is consequential, felicitous, and free from error of grammar structures. This can help in making sentences clear, concise, and correct order of words. This lesson highlights the pivotal concepts of the different functional categories of words, including the lexical and grammatical forms. On the contrary, the students are basically recapitulating errors in sentence structures. But this is a job which students cannot handle themselves, for it needs a specified, clarified, and unbiased evaluation of their work. As a result, feedbacking is crucial in error correction in order for the learners to restructure their learnings that will need further improvement. Assessing them through oral or written evaluation will help practice what they've gained in the lesson. This teaching gives me an enlightenment of grammar learning wherein it is an imperative call for all of the future educators who are aspirant in making difference in the field of teaching. In the classroom, sharing and giving are important to make progress and development every day. Without it, learning would be impossible. So, teacher and students must have a good relationship and help each other in order to achieve the common goal. My takeaways in the text are the capability of sharing the valuable concepts needed for teaching and assessing of grammar. Additionally, I want to share these to grade 7 students, which are my target students in this video that I made. This level of learners often commit mistakes, especially when it comes to grammar. Why? Maybe it is due to lack of ability to make sentences, or it is because of grammar confusion. Not all of the students have the same potential. If there are students who can create correct sentences grammatically, there are also individuals who are not. Luckily, gaining a lot of knowledge from reading can help me give emphasis about how crucial learning grammar is. This acquired knowledge will help me in educating students with the syntactic structures and different functions of words. As what Jeffrey Gitomer believed, your grammar is a reflection of your image. Good or bad, you have made an impression, and like all impressions, you are in total control. And I agree with this quote because a student often have errors. But it doesn't mean that he or she is incapable of learning. We learn in different, unique ways of learning. And this is a lifelong process, and as long as we are studying, we can still learn more and correct those mistakes we've made. Fortunately, grammaring and grammaticalization as one of the fundamental terms and concepts associated to the teaching and assessing of grammar offers a lot of ideas on how to teach young learners about sentence structure. I learned that teaching the students the correct grammar and sentence structures, including the word order, are the first step to do to make students learn. It actually introduces to me the different ways of teaching grammar in the classroom.
First, I can use an open conversation activity to students which grammar should be included. This way, they can boost their self-esteem and help them become fluent in English. To add, whenever there are events which they need to speak for themselves, they are confident to express their ideas. Second, I can utilize a written activity which will help them become a keen observer of the rules and writing conventions, which will guide them in putting the words together in the sentence. Even if this is the most applied technique in the classroom, but we cannot say that they are really good at it. There are still need to improve so that we can really say that the students are the best writers of their time. In fact, there are students who are good in speaking but is not well in writing. There are students who are good in writing but not good in speaking. As a result, I can make use both of these so that the students will develop both of speaking and writing skills. Furthermore, I can be able to share with them what I learned with the grammar lessons. As what I've mentioned earlier, error correction and feedbacking are vital in every assessment conducted in the classroom. This is significant in reforming the learning of the students and have themselves checked of how well they perform in class. Additionally, there are 3 techniques for correcting. First, we have self-correction. Second, student-to-student correction. And third, teacher correction. In this part, the teacher will correct the errors of the students and then help them to correct these errors. After the assessment, I should allow the students correct themselves so that they can reflect and evaluate their own work. With a strong guidance, they can be able to monitor their learnings which are helpful for their development. However, there are instances that there will be a student-to-student correction wherein they allow themselves to check each other's works, and these are actually works in the classroom to create a friendly and cooperative environment. On the contrary, if none of these works, the teacher himself or herself will be the one correcting the work. Moreover, I must say I can make use of these because it actually benefits the students to have them engaged in learning, more particularly in assessing their progress. Language proficiency is one of the common problems in learning English, and it makes this a difficult job to do. However, it is in the job description to help students to cope with their issues. In addition, I will make use of everything I gained in the lesson to help students achieve developments. And if they ask why they need to study English language, my response would be, English is a universal language. Wherever you go, whether going abroad, as long as you can speak English, you can communicate with people. In addition, it is a skill which is necessary to attain in order to become productive and effective individual being in the marketplace, in the workplace, increases the possibility of getting a good job either in abroad and offers many other opportunities. I suggest try to learn it and try to put everything in heart, because if you will become a good speaker or an educator, you're gonna need this skill. To add, for most job interviews, English language is being used.